Well, Coach, we are in a sweet spot as far as football weather is concerned today in Nashville. Just enough chill in the air for a sweatshirt, light breeze, fall in full swing at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tennessee Titans. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that side. They've got his man complete. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 46 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked him, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Jefferson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run it now with Gray. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Gray. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. On the run, this is Gray. close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Dorsett. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Manning. And that's complete to Gates. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The holding penalty, that puts him in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Let's get it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Love. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
This will be fielded at the 17. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Five.
Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
3, Mike.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
On 2nd down, Jefferson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Ready, set.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll try the left side. Jefferson. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Let's go, baby.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Shit.
Now Gray. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd down now, it's Love. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Screen. Big Dan. 58, right over there. Yeah.
They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Mike 53. You're not ready. You're not ready.
They'll try the left side. Jefferson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Pull it high. Ready?
Now Manning. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Chopper! Get it!
On 2nd down and 4. Manning. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Manning. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Gates, the intended receiver there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Manning. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be out right at the 35. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
He's checking. Check one.
On 2nd down, it's Love. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Love. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 11. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Manning. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. A big play there on the catch and run. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Manning. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On play action, it's Manning. He's going to launch this thing way down into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Gets around him, looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. This one into the hands of Largent. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On 2nd and 9, Manning finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Ready up.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Oh, you got deep?
Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it, as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight. Go tight.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check 26, check 26.
2nd down and inches. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Pilot, 64, win. Go.
Manning. Buying time to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Jefferson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Is that ready? 60 outlaw. Stay with your man.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Manning. Finds his target, it's Gates. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the draw with Dorsett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd and 2, Manning toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Manning going to throw. Dancing to his left. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the out. Check 52. Let's go, D. Let's go. Right here. We got to step it up. 58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They'll drop the throw. Going for Metcalf on the... And that's caught inside the 35. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So might as well have not even had the penalty.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Able to find his target here, Largent. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
6 man.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now, listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
And that's going to be incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
To throw is Manning. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Tressway now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? Returnable here from the 38. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot